I know the happiest that he's been in the last, I want to say, 7 to about 8 years has been J.E.Scomicz. It stands for Justin.Edward.Shawn comics. It's the comic book that they've drawn. And when I tell you that there is a bin at home, one of those totes that you put Christmas stuff in, that are full of hand-drawn comic books. I would get Sean. I would call Stacey and be like, "Hey, I want to hang out with Sean. Can he come by?" And it was kind of a ruse because Justin and Edward would tell us we have to have a meeting. So they had already formed their own corporation. They've already formed their own business. They were like, "Hey, we got to meet about our comic books. We got to figure out what we're going to draw, how it's going to look, who's going to ink this, who's going to do that, who's going to do that." And so part of what Justin and Edward were able to do for their financial planning project for this semester was they were able to actually go out, put together a business proposal, and go out and sell the comic books. They made, and it may not seem like a lot to anyone, but for 3 young black men who have not had any formal training, they made $64 in selling comic books, personalized, hand-drawn comic books. They got, Justin and Edward both got A's on the project, and matter of fact, their business was pretty much mind-blowing for the teacher that actually set out and said, "Hey, this is what we want you all to do." They're going to kind of use it as a model for anyone else that comes along that says they want to do self-publishing. So that's part of my surprise for them. The other part, the graduation surprise for Justin, is because I know J.E.Scomicz means everything in the world to you. On your wrist, you will be able to look at this for the remainder of your days. It says J.E.S.Comicz for life. Um, and everybody has seen it. There's a dog tag that Justin wears. It's gotten on my last nerve. We had to fight over it for senior pictures. We had to fight over it for prom.
We
He
really
can't have it
did.
out, show and take it off, quit playing with me. Any type of suit he's had to wear, he want to put it out. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. So I got him another dog tag that will go with any suit that he puts on.
And it says,
And it says Justin.Edward.Shawn, J.E.S. for life. So here you go.
thank you, Mom.
My most favorite moment was about maybe an hour after he was born. They brought him in to me because the drugs were great playing. Um, they brought him into me and they put him in my arms and I looked down at him and I don't know if anybody has ever really paid attention to Justin when he was a baby, but he looked like Winnie the Pooh. It could have been a drug, but he looked like a chocolate covered Winnie the Pooh. And the first I was just like, okay. I looked at him and I was like, oh, that's cute. And it was the first time. Now, for anyone else in the room, he hadn't opened his eyes. And I was like, oh, it's my poo. And he opened his eyes and looked at me like, who are you? And I was like, I'm Mama, hi, Pooh Bear. And from that point on, he became Just a Pooh. And so I called him Just a Pooh, and he looked at me and gave me a smile and yawned, and he went to sleep, and so did I. So that was out of all the memories of the 18 years that I've had with him, that is the one that sticks with me the most when he works my nerves, when he embarks upon something new that I'm just like, I don't really know if you can do that. I look back at that baby, and I'm like, yep, you can do it. So that's my favorite memory, and we're going to cut back. All right.
Woo!
Oh,
Yeah.
you have anything you want to say?
Got to hold this.
Not long.
Yeah.
Okay. The graduate is going to speak. Come on, speak.
So, it's been a blessing and honor to actually go to high school, go to Big Picture actually. Big Picture has taught me a lot. But Big Picture, when I first went to Big Picture, tell you, I was shy. I was super shy. I was like one of those shy girls who like goes to a new school who's rebellion. So yeah, I was really shy. And it was really funny because I would only talk to my teachers, but I didn't really want to talk to them but I had to. So that was actually interesting. So I actually ended up finding out that I'm a really shy person, but I didn't know that. Um, I actually had a goal 4 years ago, when I went to middle school. I was like, you know what? I'm going to end up with the big dogs. I'm going to be up there at the top where everybody knows me. Everybody's going to show me some respect. 8th grade, I didn't get that. I was like, you know what? It's okay, cool. High school was going to come along. John Overton did not work. That was a horrible school for me. So I went to big picture. I was like, okay, I can start over here, start fresh. I did my rap called Give Me My Time. That put me up at 50%. Everybody knew me, so every time everyone saw me, they're like, "Give me my time, Justin." That's what everybody said. And I would be walking up in the hallway. That's Justin. Give me my time. I was like, hey, what's up? So graduation comes up, and I'm like, okay, cool. They're calling up names, everybody, and I'm like, this is all just a dream. This feels like a dream. I don't know if I got hit with some drugs. Cause that's what graduation, seriously, for all the little kids, graduation for young black children, it is a dream. It's for other, like, Caucasian, whites, it's reality to them. But for African Americans, this is a dream. Alright? So when people tell you, you know, you can make it, hold on to that. Alright? Don't let that dream go. So I was up on stage, and I was like, you know, I got butterflies. Everybody was saying, oh, I got butterflies. I was like, man, I got butterflies, I got spiders, I got everything down here. And then everybody touched me on the shoulder like, Justin, you gonna do okay. You up there with the big dogs now. I was like, all right. So I get up on stage, and everybody just stands up. Everybody that don't know, everybody that do know, some people that don't like, everybody stands up. Just start clapping for me. Woo, Justin! I'm like that, and now I hear my dad screaming. That's my boy! My biological father screams. Huh? Oh, it is. Man. But just to put all blank point honesty, graduation is not a dream, it's reality. It's only a dream when you actually give up on it. It's reality when you hold on to it and you keep fighting for it. So I want to thank my mom. I want to thank everybody. I even want to thank your haters. Thank your haters. Yeah, your haters are your motivators.
I don't know how to turn off. Okay.
So we're gonna go ahead.